Good day, creative geniuses. Welcome. Welcome to my Wednesday Wisdom Window. I'm Suzanne Grace, CEO of Grace Inspire Sanctuary, where we come together once a week to take a breath, have a new thought about this thing called life. So grateful we do a practice together to bring us back to center. So I appreciate you being here whenever and wherever you watch this from. Please let me know that you're here. I appreciate that. So I've been working on this book study I'm doing called Spirit Hacking, Shamanic Keys to Reclaim Your Personal Power, Transform Yourself, and Light Up the World. And I wanted to read a little bit about complaining. I know none of you do that, but just in case. And what it actually does. And I know we all kind of know this intellectually, but I found this really powerful to hear it in this way. So I'm going to read a little bit from the book, and then we'll do a breath practice, a yogic breath practice together, and an affirmation and a little contemplation. So thank you again for being here. Wednesday Wisdom Window. Powerful. So this is the end of a chapter, and it's called Create to Replay. The author says, when we complain about our lives or the state of the world or anything, we only empower the issues we are complaining about. When someone says it's terrible how the ocean is so polluted, they're not helping to heal the ocean. They're just adding more pollution to it. They're sending instructions to every possible universal creative force, commanding them to be sure to keep the oceans nice and polluted. They're doing what he calls create to replay, which means the more we talk about something, the more we experience it. If we really want to help clean the oceans up, then we would communicate this same idea in saying, the oceans are getting less and less polluted every day. Or it's exciting to see so many positive changes happening on the planet now that Earth is cleaning itself. This sends a new set of instructions to those creative forces, which is what sets into motion the act of Earth cleaning itself. You know, it's so simple, and I know we know this, but it's called reframe or pivoting. So when we catch ourselves complaining about something, we want to just pause for a moment and see if we can reframe it. I mean, yes, there's troubling things going on in the world, of course. And yes, the ocean is getting polluted. And yet, if we can reframe it, like he said, and affirm that the oceans are getting less and less polluted every day, that's the message we're sending into the quantum soup, into the quantum field. So it's good to pay attention. So then he says, it's so important for us to be aware of the codes we are sending into the world of form, because we are literally creating reality with our every word. Whether we know it or not, and whether we like it or not, this is universal law. When we speak from love, our words create a loving reality. When we're not speaking from love, our words create realities comprised of fear, limitation, and separation, which all empower the darkness. This is why we are in what he calls the blackout. And this is why the blackout continues to intensify, because it seems like all people want to talk about is what's wrong. Oh, bless our hearts. And whose fault it is, and how oppressed they are, and why everything is terrible. He says all this complaining is actually all that this complaining is actually doing is creating more of those energies and more of those realities. He says at this stage of the blackout, we really need a zero tolerance policy when it comes to complaining. What we need is to be talking about what's wonderful about the world, how it can be better, and what it would look like to live on a balanced, thriving, abundant planet Earth. But we have to pay attention and reframe our negative thinking. Wow. I mean, we all are responsible for complaining and whining, right? I mean, we all do it. It's just part of our DNA, I guess. But I do believe as we evolve in consciousness, in heart, we're able to be the observer more, the witness more, and not be so judging. You know, things are always shifting. There's always change. Nothing stays the same. Nothing. So I'm really paying attention these days to complaints and shifting them, reframing them into the possibility of something better. Because if we don't think in possibilities, then we're doomed. So let's think in possibilities. I've often said to my clients, if I could have a new thought about this condition, whatever that condition is for you, if I could have a new thought about this, what would it be? And we just open ourselves to that idea of a different thought, something maybe better. It's powerful. So let's go into our yogic breath. Excuse me. Almost the end of August. Wow. Feel your feet on Mother Earth. We're going to tap our heart chakra first. And take a couple sounds. A-H. Is the sound of the heart. We just tap that wise space within us. That chamber of love, unconditional love, faith, devotion, harmony. Whoo, yes, we just draw that forth. And then lightly tap your third eye chakra in the middle of the forehead, waking up the pineal gland. Opening to inner guidance today. Clear thinking. Oh, yes. And lightly tap your crown chakra, opening to that infinite potential for you. And then let's do our vagus nerve hold while we're doing our 3 breaths today. We're going to take our hands, take your middle finger behind your ears, and there's a hollow spot there. And you're just going to lightly press into that hollow. Let your hands wrap around your jaw. And my thumbs are at my throat chakra. And it's not a grip, so I don't want to feel like I'm choking myself. But there's a gentle holding here of the jawline and the back of the ear. Feel your feet on Mother Earth. Relax your shoulders. If it's comfortable, I invite you to close your eyes. Yeah, just a big sigh will automatically come as we drop into our feeling heart for our 3 conscious breaths today. And in a moment, I'm going to invite you to, when you breathe, to breathe from the belly first. So you're going to feel that expansion from the belly, through the diaphragm, through the heart. We're going to go all the way up through the throat, into the third eye today, all the way into the brain. And then on our exhale through the mouth, we'll just relax even deeper. So let's begin. Inhale from the belly, through the diaphragm, through the heart. Keep the breath going up, through the throat, all the way into the brain. And kind of light up that brain. And then slowly exhale through the mouth. And again, yogic breath from the belly, heart, throat, up into the brain. Hold the breath and slowly exhale. Good. One more conscious yogic breath all the way up to the brain. Just expanding, expanding. And exhaling slowly. Ah, good. And you can relax your hands on your lap, stay in this quiet space, be still for a moment, feel what you feel. You may notice yourself as you have slowed down maybe in your busy mind and your breath. That vagus nerve hold is a beautiful way to calm the nervous system and quiet the mind. So I invite you in this beautiful space this morning to think about a phrase that you tend to say or think about that's in the negative bent in your life right now. Just something ain't it awful. Just bring it to mind for a moment. It could be something you say to yourself about your body, the state of affairs, a politician, your neighbor. What's some negative thing you tend to dwell on? A phrase. Take a deep breath and invite yourself, give yourself permission to reframe that phrase to something better, a possibility. Just see if you can make up a phrase that is a little more supportive, that doesn't keep polluting the situation. Good. And then just repeat it to yourself a few times, see how that feels. And I love the reminder from the Abraham Hicks work where we don't have to know how to make something happen. We just have to make it welcome. So maybe we welcome peace in our family. Maybe we welcome health in our body. Maybe we welcome abundance and financial support in our bank account. Maybe we welcome a new idea. Yeah. So I invite you in the next few days to really pay attention to when you speak, complain, criticize someone or something, to just pause and notice. Notice how it feels, number one. I know when I criticize others or even myself, it doesn't feel good. And see if you can reframe it and be willing to shift the vibration so you're not adding to it. You're not adding to the negativity, the fear, the separation, the hurt. That's how we create a new world. So our affirmation today is, I choose to pay attention and reframe when needed. I choose to pay attention and reframe when needed. Yeah. I'm sure we'll have lots of opportunities to do that. Oh, bless our hearts. So let's take a deep breath, come back, open our eyes. Thank you for doing the work with me. It's important that we have this opportunity to lift the vibration of the world. It starts with us, right? Let's rub our hands together. Feeling more centered, calm, open, balanced, and spacious. Carry that with us into the rest of this beautiful day. Clasp our hands and take a big stretch. Oh, pop, pop, pop. Open wide. Come on down. Make sure you pass this on today to a friend who might benefit. I will put it on my YouTube channel, so it's easy to share in case people aren't on Facebook. So thanks for being here. I appreciate you very much. I will see you next Wednesday. Have a beautiful rest of this week, and let's pay attention to what we're saying and what we're thinking. I appreciate you. Namaste.